Okay, this Sunday on pay-per-view is Money in the Bank. And there's instead of a briefcase ladder match, it's going to be a world title ladder match involving John Cena, Randy Orton, Alberto Del Rio, Sheamus, Bray Wyatt, Roman Reigns, and Antonio Cesaro. Now, I can give you my thoughts on who I think will and won't win, you know. This is the only match I'm going to give a prediction for. The other matches I don't really care for, you know. But, basically, like, it's going to be... There's 4 people I think have a chance of winning. Roman Reigns, Antonio Cesaro, John Cena, or Randy Orton. I don't think Bray Wyatt is going to win, because he already went through a rivalry with John Cena. Unless they want to shock the world with have him win the title, if he's ready for that kind of push, but I don't think that's going to happen. Sheamus, he's a United States champion. I don't see why they'd give him 2 belts. That's just how I see it, you know, with Sheamus. Alberto Del Rio, I don't see him being the next world champion. They kind of bury him. He's kind of off and on. I thought he'd quit by now, honestly. Then we have Randy Orton, Roman Reigns, John Cena, and Antonio Cesaro. Why might be one of those 4? Roman Reigns kind of a yes and no. They can make him a world champion. The WWE has gambled making people champion time and time again, like back in the day when they made Jack Swagger a champion, Rey Mysterio a champion. You know, they used to gamble with champions all the time. So they might gamble and make Roman Reigns a world champion. Who knows? Randy Orton was the last champion before Daniel Bryan. I hadn't seen him on TV very much. Actually, I saw him on Monday, but he didn't do a whole lot. But he could be the next champion, you know? Because, I mean, maybe they'll give it back to him, considering the fact that he lost. He hasn't been champion since WrestleMania, so who knows? John Cena, they can make him he might become a 15-time champion, or a 14-time champion. I think it's 15 times he has become champion. Maybe give John Cena another push, leading on to a match at SummerSlam. Now, remember, SummerSlam is the next pay-per-view, you know? They were talking about Roman Reigns versus Triple H for SummerSlam, you know. Maybe be a title match. I don't know. Oh, and Antonio Cesaro. We have the Paul Heyman guy, the new Paul Heyman guy, the King of Swing. Maybe they'll make him the world champion. And why him and not Sheamus? Sheamus is already a champion. But they could give Antonio Cesaro that push. They thought about having a Money in the Bank ladder match and giving Antonio Cesaro the Money in the Bank briefcase, you know? Who knows? So it's down to those 4. Unless they want to make Bray Wyatt win, you know? I don't see it happening. Now, John Cena and Roman Reigns kind of just yes and no's. Give Cena another push, or give Roman Reigns a push. They were thinking very strongly of Roman Reigns. They still think high of him. You know? Kind of the most untalented guy in the Shield, but who knows? I thought Seth Rollins would be in the Money in the Bank world title match, but I guess they're not going to do that. So I guess it's down to Randy Orton and Antonio Cesaro. I got a feeling Randy Orton might win. You know, just because these other guys, I'm just not so sure about. You know, it's kind of hard. This is actually an unpredictable ladder match. So something to look forward to on Sunday. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I think it's going to be Randy Orton, Antonio Cesaro, Roman Reigns, or John Cena. Everyone else, they're not ready for that kind of push. That's my opinion. Yeah, give me your thoughts. Jackson Long Morning 1, thank you for watching, and bye.